Hello everyone and welcome back to Cities by Steven. You're stalking us, Steven. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, please hit that subscribe button, get that bell notification on too so you don't miss out on a video. Last time we were here, we were kind of looking at all the plans for the new DLC, the new content creator packs, and boy am I excited to show off where we're going to be doing all of the new DLC stuff, all the new content creator stuff. I am uber excited for this. Particularly, I'm really stoked for the Seaside Resorts pack. I just think that the buildings are gorgeous. It's going to play so well with some of the ideas that I have, especially for some ski resorts, some destination hotels, which are a huge thing out in this part of the world. So what's in store for today? Well, it's the first episode back since the new content creator packs and the new DLC came out. So you guessed it, we are going to be diving in to the Promenades and Plazas DLC. Now, I'm sure that you've seen a couple of videos now on the matter, so you're very aware of what's going on. But, unfortunately, I've been pretty busy lately, and I haven't actually watched that many videos on the matter. So we're going to be kind of watching this. Sorry, I'm just a little flustered about what's going on here. We're hopping over the buildings, apparently. But we're getting some pretty cool shots of Fort Prairie. Yeah, so we're going to be kind of going live through me learning how to do this properly because, I really haven't had an opportunity to watch any person's video really on the matter except for like the introduction videos on how it works and whatnot. So, if there are some mistakes, let me know. Let me know if you found a cool trick or something with the new DLC that you're like, Steven, you got to do this in your city. It's such a fantastic, it does such a fantastic job in my city. You got to implement it in Fort Prairie. So as we're just spinning around following this car, wild stuff, let's hop out and take a look. So if you missed last episode, it was a surprise episode on a Thursday. I never post on Thursdays, but we looked at all the new DLC, all the new content creator packs, and one of the cool things that I found are the Seaside Resorts pack look fantastic in this kind of historic fort recreation. Maybe some of them are like recreations of buildings that used to be here, like, because there are some ruins in this fort as well, which is pretty cool. Sorry, I was listening to the new radios and it's very distracting. So let's just try and switch it up a little bit. Anyways, I like listening to the new radio stations. I've been thinking about maybe trying to get the radio stations as the music for our series, but we'll see about that. So that's what we did last time. Now, I actually have a video already ready that was made before the new DLCs came out, and that's going to air on Friday. So it's going to be a little funny. I'm going to be talking about how excited I am for my Skylines 6 episode, which premiered yesterday. So if you missed that and you want to check out the Skylines 6, go ahead, and it's probably in a card. It's also going to be linked at the end of the video. And I'm sure you've seen it already, but what is the Skylines 6? Well, Skylines 6 is a multiplayer collaboration series that I have going on, and it was my turn kicking off round 2 with a medium density build, kind of like a classic for the channel. So, yeah, it looks like a lot of people are coming into Fort Prairie too, which is really nice. Anyway, so we are not going to be looking anywhere out on this part of the screen because that is where I was doing the building, so I don't want to spoil it for Friday's episode. It has nothing to do with the new DLC and content creator pack, so that's why I want to get a couple episodes in. So Monday, Wednesday, we're going to be diving into the new DLC. Then on Friday, we'll be doing something completely different. We'll be out in Ordway doing stuff, and yeah, so completely threw off my recording schedule, but I'm really excited for this because I have been waiting for this DLC so we can kick off the downtown again. So also on that Thursday video, we kind of looked at the new fire station and the new police station. I just kind of jigged them a little bit. It works a little bit better this way. So this way the fire trucks can come out onto this side here. I should probably flip the road around because of the street lights. But yeah, so that they can come out onto this industrial road, and then they can either cut right through the one-way roads, or they can hop out onto this road, which can go anywhere in the city. So it's a little bit more effective. Now, no pedestrians can use these roads. Only service vehicles and fire trucks and police and whatnot. What else is new? The ore industry leveled up while I was kind of fixing issues with the mods and whatnot. I also fixed the bus issue that we were having in our Thursday video. So what I did was, to fix that, was I just put back all the roads that used to be there, and it works perfectly. So we'll have to wait on a bug fix for that or something like that. But yeah, so that's all good. It looks like I need to ban cars again. Oh man, lots of things have been kind of getting messed up. One thing that actually happened is the Property Anarchy mods changed for me, and when that happened, all of the trees that I've, just like this, all of the trees that I've accidentally built over top of and didn't remove have appeared in the city. So if you catch a tree in the middle of a road, let me know where it is in the comments with like a timestamp, and I'll erase it, because you know, I really thought I got them all, but apparently not. There was a ton out in on the highways. It was very funny. Yeah, so I guess when the new DLC came out, oh yeah, look at that, and all the new mods kind of got shuffled about. Lots of stuff has changed. What other new mods do I have going on? Well, we got Watch It Back. It's a new Watch It. Here's the new mod list that I have for the series temporarily. I'm not going to go over them. There's a new 81 tiles mod, which is good. I've also was able to kind of go through all the mods and delete any ones that didn't really work for the series. So here are the mods that I'm using for the series, and I'm sure it'll change a little bit in the coming days. Like Surface Painter doesn't work outside of the 25 tile radius of the area for the moment. Like, we can still do it, which is great. I'm glad that all the Surface Painter came back, because I was a little worried that I would have to redo everything. So much more concrete work. But yeah, so let's hop out and do the build. Now that we've kind of covered all the bases, happy Monday, yada yada. All right, so Crescent Boulevard. This is the pedestrian area that we built. Roughly, it's going to be in this zone right in here. I guess we can clean it up now. So I think the plan is... Uh-oh. All right, well, hopefully everything's okay. I'll deal with it later. Okay, well... holy cow, lots of errors. Hopefully it's all gonna work. We'll just keep clicking through it. Something to do with districts and parks. I'll look into this after this the build today. Hopefully we can actually still do it. That would get frustrating if we couldn't. So we'll just keep clicking through the errors. I know a lot of you are probably like, Steven, you gotta deal with it right now, but you know, when I gotta record, I gotta record. So we'll deal with this now, and then we'll deal with the errors afterwards. All right, so we still got our districts. Yeah, it looks pretty clean to me. All right, so how do we do this? This is all new to me. We have tons of industry demand, so I'm assuming that the offices are going to play pretty well into this. Okay, well, a pedestrian area requires at least one service point. Well, the thing is with our pedestrian area is it's going to cross over lots of different roads. So it's going to be in this zone here. It's going to be in this zone here. It's going to be in this zone all the way through into here as well. So we have lots of space, lots of roads to cross, so lots of access points for cars. Oh my gosh. Is it really that big of an issue here? Holy cow. All right, so hopefully that fixes all those error messages I was getting. Bedford Boulevard. I'll come up with a name for kind of the area. We might actually split this area up into like a couple neighborhoods. So because I can definitely see like a neighborhood kind of appearing up in here, but then these pedestrian areas down in here will be like a different one. But for now, I'll just keep them as one, and we'll come up with a name. You know, let me know if you have a suggestion for it. I probably won't name it today or Wednesday, so I'll probably name it for next week's episodes. So yeah, all good. So let's go into the Parks and Plazas area here. So small pedestrian area service point. I guess this is the first kind of access point that we need to do. Now, it looks like we're going to need one pretty much for each kind of section here, which might get interesting, especially when we come up into these little smaller zones and in this area here. So why don't we start off building the pedestrian area right in this zone, right down in here. I feel like this is a really cool spot, and we have an interesting spot for an access point right here on this cul-de-sac. I think that almost makes sense to put it here, because all the service trucks could just come right down in here. There's no other traffic on this road, so let's place this down. And yeah, it looks pretty cool. So it looks like the trucks go through here and then enter into the area here, and all this garbage and whatnot kind of ends up right on the side. I might want to actually put a fence through here, but we'll see how that works out. So back into parks. It looks like we have these roads now unlocked. Okay, that's pretty cool. And bus only roads. I'm not going to put any buses through here, not for this build. We didn't really plan out this city for this large cobblestone road. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't think we need a large one. So we need to snap it onto a road. Is that kind of what's going on? Okay, well that's pretty interesting. But then how do the trucks get in here? And these are the plazas that you can kind of put in. I was thinking about getting one of these guys along in here, because that's really cool, and it's kind of like an entry point into the downtown core, but right down in here would also be cool if we upgraded this whole road into a larger road. Because this one is a pretty major avenue coming into the downtown. But I think this one will also become one. This is like the main road. Is this street called Alberta Street? This is Alberta Boulevard. Okay, well, let's place this guy down over here. So I really like this. Kind of at an intersection like this. I think it's really neat. It's also would look really good with a some bus stops underneath it and whatnot. But I think I'm just a little confused about how this is working. So do the trucks go through the streets or not? Does it need to be attached? Let's turn anarchy off. Let's see if we can kind of get the gist of what's happening now. Because I would like it on this road right here, but do I need to put it a little bit more over? Like that? Okay, well let's leave it at this for now. And okay, so I think this is turning out pretty good then. Bedford Boulevard. Alrighty, and then we'll go straight through here and we'll come right down the main avenue here. Oh, and I guess we should have attached to the street like this. I almost feel like we're not exactly at the right section here. So what if we bring this right in here and we connect up like that? Something like that, maybe? And then this guy can just connect up. This gives us some space on both sides here for some interesting developments. Yeah, okay, this is pretty neat. And why don't we try to do something similar with this side? Now, this side is a fire station, so I think we should probably change up how it kind of flows. But Alberta Boulevard is going to have quite the intersections on it if we keep kind of attaching to it. So I'm a little concerned about that. I like how there's lights here too, which is pretty cool. Well, let's go right in the middle here. All right, pretty cool. So now that we got that in place, what is the next step? Well, I guess it's taking this district and making it, what is it, wall-to-wall commercial buildings? Oh, no. That's Fort Prairie. I guess I need to paint a district over top of it. All right, so hopefully this all works out now. So we got the Forest District. It's a pretty funny name. But let's now put in those specializations. So I want wall-to-wall office, I want wall-to-wall commercial, and I want wall-to-wall residential. So this will kind of give us all of the new buildings in here. So we have tons and tons and tons of demand for offices, right? So I think the offices need to go in a location that you know, is pretty close to transit, right? So here's a great spot for it. Here's a great spot, and here's a great spot. So it's all beside the all the noisy stuff going on as well. And then this is actually the leisure district. So I wonder if we can just try and place some of this stuff down. Maybe what we can do is just take this right here and get a nice high density residential building. And we'll see what we kind of get in those areas as well. Yeah, these wall-to-wall buildings are going to look so cool in here. And we'll see if we did the service point correctly. If not, you can all laugh at me. So this road I think we need to upgrade no matter what we do. Now, it needs to be a smaller road, it seems. So we'll have to keep that in mind. So let's grab the road right here. And we'll just upgrade this whole thing. Oh, let's turn collision off really quickly. And then turn it right back off or on. And yeah, there we go. But we'll think what we'll need to do is we'll need to adjust this node. Definitely get some dedicated lanes in here. I might actually upgrade this road entirely to a 6-lane road here. Okay, interesting little factor here. This node needs to be changed for the pedestrian area as well. That's pretty cool. So we got those new offices in. They look very cool. Funny how there's parking in some of them. I really, really like this building. Wow, that's awesome. This one's like a little bit repetitive, but that's okay. And then how are these ones looking as well? Oh, these two look fantastic together. I love the wall-to-wall stuff. That's really cool. This one also looks really good. I'm not the biggest fan of the direction of this. So I wonder if we can delete these, and then if I just swipe away that, hopefully they'll appear on this side. Yeah, okay, so now that we got that in place, we did end up getting some leisure buildings in here as well. 2 gyms, not the biggest fan of that, so let's remove that one. It looks like we got a couple residential buildings as well. Okay, so we'll let those all level up as is, and let's get some high density housing right down Alberta Boulevard here. That's pretty cool. And then why don't we try this commercial? Actually, I want to keep this part open. Let's try commercial right through here, and then should we get an access point right here? I think so. Why not? It's the name of the game. Pretty cool. All right, so that means we can get some commercial right through here. And I'm definitely gonna get that fence in now. So first of all, we'll pave this all up right in this block. And yeah, let's get that fence. So again, I haven't seen any trucks go in here yet, so hopefully we did it right. Oh, okay, interesting. They're going in through that side. Let's go through this area here, and we'll move the spawn point. That's that one. Move the spawn point down a little bit away from this road here. Hopefully, oops. Hopefully that helps out a little bit. See if that pulls it in. Alrighty, and then let's get that fence in, and that will also really help. Now, fencing off a pedestrian area is a little interesting, but that's all good. So we'll go with just a park fence. I don't think that anything else is really necessary. And we'll keep this part open so people can actually walk into it. But nowadays, I guess this could be a pedestrian access point, which is kind of funny. So we'll just run this fence right to about here, and we'll kind of line it up with those bollards. Let's go from about this point here. There we go. Pretty cool. Okay. And why don't we try and... I don't know how this is going to work, but let's try to get a little pedestrian connection right through here. That's kind of funny. Let's take a look at these buildings here. The shading isn't in our favor with the sun, but I mean, that's pretty cool commercial buildings. I like that. I think now that we've kind of got this growing up a little bit, I think we need to revise the road that we chose here. So that's okay. So let's take a look at some of them. This one has a median in it, and I think the median is going to play a little bit nicer with this. Yeah, I like the median a lot more, and then I think we could actually run this pretty much all the way through the entire build here. Yeah, I like this one a lot more. And then we need to upgrade the tree as well. So seeing Alberta Boulevard here, I'm sure that they redid this whole neighborhood at once. This road here should actually just be a grass road or a pavement road, right? We shouldn't really have a tree. Doesn't really make sense. So let's upgrade this. We could also upgrade it to a 6-lane road, right? Yeah, I think we probably should upgrade it to a 6-lane road because I'm assuming we're going to continue this out. Let's go no parking, just like that. And then it has an access point. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Let's do this one. Yeah, that's better. And then we'll just leave that for now. Okay. So, oh, trees. Yeah. Also, we're about to hit the next milestone once we get to 46. So keep an eye out for that. That's pretty exciting. And then let's put the smaller trees on it because this is a newer area, right? This isn't a historical kind of build. So, you know, these trees are newly planted. So we'll go with the young linden trees. Yeah, I think they look really nice in this area. Yeah, very cool. Okay, and then I think we could probably even just add one there and here. I was a little hesitant about doing them before, but seeing how it looks... No, I take it back. So the entry points, I think we're gonna make just plain out old boring roads like that. And wow, I love these buildings. They look so cool. Even got some balconies. I guess that's a fire escape. Ah, but there's a balcony. Yeah, this would be a really cool place to live. That's for sure. All right, I also don't mind the grass either. It's interesting how they're also coming in. There seems like they're leaving gaps all over the place. All right. This area is looking pretty nice. So let's throw in some... Ooh, should it be office or should it be commercial? Office, commercial, office, commercial. For one, it's bugging me that this isn't even anymore on this side, but that's okay. I think this will be a park. And maybe we do the whole thing a park? Well, let's take a look. Why not? We haven't looked at everything yet. So we also have all these plazas that came with the parks, or the Pedestrian Areas and Plazas DLC, right? So we got the small food truck plaza, which we already placed right in here on that Thursday video. And I think it is so cool. The next one we have is the ice cream stand plaza. Yeah, it looks good, but it doesn't really necessarily fit in this area that we're looking for. Same with this one, the small fountain plaza. This one, the statue plaza. Oh, cool. Okay, well, let's see how that looks. We had some picnic tables right along the pedestrian area as well. That's pretty cool. I would like to mirror it with something else, but it doesn't seem like there's going to be... Whoa, this one's a whole big one. What is this? Glass roof plaza. Oh, okay, so it's very similar to the other one that we just placed. And these are all items here. Okay, well, we can do something similar like that. And then we could even then manage to get a couple of office buildings in here as well and see how that looks. While we're looking at those plazas, one thing I did want to show you is there was a comment on Thursday video that I accidentally put the bus station the opposite way, so I fixed it, and the buses flow very well through here now. But I also kind of revamped how it looks, and we added in some fountains. There's a new food truck right here, and I think it looks very nice. Didn't just see this though, so I'll have to fix this really quickly, otherwise I will forget and it will bug me. Anyways, all right, so that's looking very nice. The offices, I think, are probably my favorite thing of this new area here. I would just definitely assume like this one would be like a real estate office. It looks very cool and funky. Yeah, they look really neat. I like the offices here. Otherwise, it's all good. All right, so this is looking pretty good. I'm debating whether or not we should leave this open. I think we should, but I'm sure we can come back with some detailing afterwards because there's tons of new kind of items here. There's even like these decals, but I'm not the biggest fan of the decals. So I think we'll leave the area open with some grass. Oh, grass is a new thing for me. Usually it's just concrete, right? So, you know, this is a more modern area. We gotta play it nice. Keep everything nice and fresh. So we'll use an iron fence instead. So we'll just do this, and then let's see if I can just get another piece of the fence. And this one we're just gonna bring out to about right here. All right, very good. Now let's get a couple of trees that maybe were planned. They left them here while they were doing the build. So we'll go with the horse chestnut and we'll place them right on the corners here. Yeah, very cool. And then what we can do is make this a bit of like an open space kind of park in the middle here of this larger pedestrian area, right? So if we go back to here, there are some fun things that we could do. We could get a food truck, we could get some nice benches, get this artwork. Can people stand under this? Oh, I think that would be pretty cool to have. So why don't we do something like that? We'll flip it around. Oh, very cool. Definitely see people having some cool picnics under these nice pergolas. Not the right type of plants for this build here. A nice fountain would be cool, but I don't know. Put it right against the back here, or maybe right along the front. Whoops. Nice little water feature. It's pretty cool. There's also these lights too. Oh, art. Nice. Why don't I do this one on the other side here? All right, I like this idea, and then we'll kind of mirror exactly what we did with the other side. So we'll just place these guys. All right. Yeah, this is really cool. You know, I'm definitely pleased with this DLC so far. Sorry for the earlier kind of speed through when I was figuring things out a little bit. But like I said, I genuinely did not watch too many videos at all on the matter. So it was kind of like a genuine reaction to how the DLC is kind of flowing. Yeah, this DLC came out at a pretty unlucky time for myself. I've just been extremely busy lately. But yeah, okay, so we'll get these trees over here. And what else did we do? No, that's it. All right. Nice open green space. And ba-boom, Colossal City. Pretty cool. I think we only have one more step left. Oh, no, two more. Okay. Yeah, awesome. So we got the floating cafe, the nuclear power plant, the cargo hub, the ocean thermal plant, the helicopter depot. Yeah, you know, I'm not sure if we're going to use anything at all from this one, but maybe the nuclear power plant. I'm not 100% set on that yet. There is no nuclear power in Alberta, but they were going to put one in, but they decided to go to, you know, change up their plans a little bit. Yeah, this is really cool. This is definitely screaming to me that it needs to be a bus stop, but not the right location for this. It would look really cool with like a metro build as well on the other side of this, like over top of this, because I've always found it really funny that like this is just open to the elements. and rain just falls right in. So having this like underneath that would be so cool. So, you know, there's an idea for a build for one of you. All right, so how is this looking? Just got more gyms, eh? So I don't have Find It anymore either, which is tough. So they haven't fixed that one at this exact time. So I'll just do that. Maybe what we can do is remove this and put an office in right there. See what that pops up. We have so much industry demand, it's crazy. One thing that actually I had to do off camera here between episodes is I had to remove the Find It, not the Find It, the building themes mod. Yeah, where you can kind of mix and match your building themes. And what that ended up doing is when I had to remove it to get building here is half the city died off, pretty much. They didn't like die off because they just lost their houses. So I had to redo all the building themes. So this one's vanilla, for example. So I had to go back and really think about what all the building types were. Like, for example, all of this industry area just kind of disappeared. It's still not fully grown back yet either. And then I'll show you new walls, Walsenburg, but not Ordway. This all of a sudden became like vanilla when this was supposed to be European suburbia. So I had to like get European suburbia back in here, and so the entire town pretty much died off and had to regrow. So yeah, that was frustrating. And then also the main street also changed up entirely, which was frustrating. But you know, I think it's coming back pretty good now. This was always supposed to be like this, so I think we're fine. All right, so back to the Forest District, the Pedestrian Mall. Why don't we call it... we'll call it the Alberta. The Alberta. Sounds like something a developer would come up with. It's along Alberta Boulevard. Definitely see like a really corny ad associated with these condos. Come live in the Alberta, where pedestrians can walk freely. Kind of reminds me of that South Park episode when they were talking about Soto Sopa. Yeah, very funny. Anyways, so that is the first district. Let's go into the second one here. And is it the same one? This is also a part of the Alberta. So let's grab this one. And let's plan out where we're going to get this main pedestrian kind of access point. So let's bring it right across here. And then right down the middle, I think is probably our best bet. I think that'd be pretty fun. And bring it right down here as well. All right, so let's check out that district again. This is a new one, Lafayette Hills. You know, I'll come back with a name for this one. Let me know if you have a suggestion. But Lafayette Hills isn't the worst, or Heights isn't the worst idea either. So this one we'll also need to make wall-to-wall, wall-to-wall, and wall-to-wall. I know you can mix and match them, which is, you know, fine and dandy, but, you know, with all this new stuff we got going on, I want to make sure that we use all the new items. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. Wait, is there wall-to-wall single family homes? That'd be really cool if there is. No way. Neat. Okay. Well, this one has to be residential. I think that'd be such a cool condo to have right beside the hockey arena. Wow. Be loud though. We'll see if it can all grow up in here. But yeah, yeah, anyways, so let's see if zoning adjuster works on this. Prioritize newer roads. Aw, man. Just turn zoning off of this one. Yeah, I think that could work. Yeah, that's all even. Okay, some more offices along here. This one's a quieter street. I definitely think we should upgrade this road at least to this one, at least this portion here. Maybe just to right there. Awesome, okay. Then right along here, I think we need a school. So we do have a high school right nearby, but we don't have one of the new elementary schools. So let's get the new elementary school. High capacity elementary school. Now I think this would play out great kind of in the zone here. Where is the nearest elementary school? Do I see one? It's right there, okay. And it's pretty much full. How is the demand for it? Yeah, we're gonna have some demand in this area, so we might as well get one in. But I want to have enough space that we can do stuff with the area. So let's place this one right here, at least. And then let's get that high capacity elementary school. Right here. Let's see how that looks. It's pretty large. Is that a basketball court inside of it? Holy cow. So it has a playground built in, which, you know, that's fine and dandy, but I think we need some more in that area. So we'll get to that momentarily. And then right in here, I think we can get a bit of commercial, and then we'll finish it off with a high density building. And then I would love it if we could get this whole thing to be high density residential, this whole block. But right in here, we're gonna need to do a couple things. So we'll get this. I wonder if we can do something like that. That's pretty cool. Changes the style up a little bit. And then let's turn off zoning from here. And I think we're gonna get some pretty cool buildings. Yeah, very awesome. And then I think we need a pretty good office block in here. But I think what we might do here is... Oh, no, maybe not that far. Take this off and let's see how it looks if we go back to back like that. Okay, I think we're going to need to actually put this somewhere else. So we'll put this right in here. All right, so high capacity high school, I don't think we're gonna put in anywhere. Because although we have the high school demand, I'm thinking we're gonna get a high school built out somewhere else. Maybe right in here, that'd be pretty cool. Have a massive high school right there, or maybe over on this side. Probably somewhere over here though. There's a high school, I think we're pretty good. I think the coverage is a lot to do with Ordway, which I almost showed on the screen. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, this is looking pretty nice. I really like how this is looking. So let this all come in, and then let's detail up this playground area. So this is going to need parking, probably. It is an elementary school, after all. Looks like we probably can get that right here. So let's go into the landscaping. Let's grab this height. Try to bump it out a little bit. Yeah, so we'll put all these houses on a bit of a hill here by doing this. But I think that's okay. I mean, we put fences up for them, so it almost kind of will look a bit more realistic anyways. Alright, so the parking has to be right here for sure. Now there's no other real option. So, oh, that's way too big. That's too big. Whoops, 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 whoops. So that was a 4x8. No, I don't like that one either. Yeah, this one. Just gonna bring it back a little bit like that. And then let's get a fence. Just as everything is coming in here. Alright, grab, move it. And let's probably grab, move it again. And just scooch this one back as well. Alright. Yeah, okay, I think this worked out pretty nicely. Let's try to straighten this out a little bit. Okay, and let's see if we can get a small little parking lot for this diner. Yeah, okay. Okay, it's fine. Alright, and then we have the parking lot go to about here. And then it starts going up a hill a little bit, so I think maybe if we just kind of use some trees to kind of demarcate the parking lot itself, I think we're probably good. And we'll use some of these larger trees right on these kind of property lines. Alright, very cool. And let's try to get at least some type of sports items in here. Look at this thing. This is crazy. There's a rock wall in there. So they don't need a lot. No, they do. Come on. It's a play. It's a, you know, it's for kids. So let's get a jungle gym out in here. See if that needs road access or not. It does. Okay, how close can I get it? Seems to be pretty good over right about here. See if maybe I can line it up with this fence line. Like that. Okay, that's pretty good. So they have a playground at least. That's good. And then if we hop out over into here, I don't think a baseball diamond is going to work. We could get a basketball. And we could get a small playground like this as well. It's kind of like a double jungle gym. It's pretty cool. Okay, I like that. And then let's just grab... why don't we just go with surface painter? And we'll just do something like this. Yeah, and then we could even run like a path behind the school here. Yeah, that's pretty fun. Then we'll just get maybe a couple of these newer trees in here as well. Awesome. All right, so then right in here then, right along Holmes Street, which I think was also a named street, let's get some more condos through here. Okay, well, seeing how they've kind of come up, let's see if we can get this to work together. We already got a fire. Okay, well, let's just delete the building. Oh, we can't. And let's see how this works. Yeah, I think this will look pretty nice. Oh, and then we got it mixed in with some older buildings in here. Okay, so I think I gotta be a bit more careful with this district here. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Oh, this is European, which I thought I put wall to wall on it, but I guess it's default style. We need it to be vanilla. This is also default style though. Interesting. did I not put wall-to-wall office? Ah, that is why. Okay. Well, let's put it back to default style. Alright, I'm hoping to get all of this pedestrian area done before we really dive into the other items. Very neat. People are using the pedestrian areas, that's for sure. If we go into node controller here, we can square out this node. That would look a lot nicer. Alright. You also need to fix the trees as well. Yeah, these definitely need to grow up a little bit in size, but that's all good. Now, what else? Because I'm surprised that we haven't leveled up the pedestrian area. 12 weekly cargo trucks in pedestrian area. I guess because we have residential in the middle here and not commercial. Well, I think that makes sense the most to do. And our pedestrian area for the city isn't necessarily gonna really work to level it up, right? It's gonna be a bit more you know, thematic for Alberta. 3 weekly garbage trucks in the pedestrian area. 15, oh my gosh. Okay, so maybe we just need to wait a little bit longer to get these next points. The rest are just buses. And then I believe there's also some landmarks as well. Pedestrian area landmarks. Which we just gotta wait, I guess, as well. So tourists. Sales in a pedestrian area. Residents. Okay, so we almost got the residential landmark zone. Landmark, which is pretty cool. What? There's offices right here. Is no one working in these buildings? Seems to be. Alright, well, that's interesting. Let's just go for the residential one then. I mean, that's kind of what I was mainly looking forward to for this area anyways, bringing people into the downtown core to live in. And then this area right through here is technically a pedestrian zone. So why don't we grab a street and we'll just run it right across like that. Change up the tree. And we'll go high density commercial. I mean, this is a major corner. I don't necessarily know if this should be residential. I think maybe we can leave those ones and then we'll get commercial right through here. Yeah, that could work. And then what if we go with like low density commercial right here? Change things up a little bit. Yeah, so in my eye, a pedestrian area like this for a city of this theme would definitely be a lot more transition streets into this kind of stuff. So like streets that used to be, you know, typical normal pedestrian streets, and they've since kind of moved into becoming a pedestrian only street. Well, that's a cool office building, but it doesn't necessarily match the height of the surrounding buildings, does it? I guess kind of, with these older ones on this side. I guess the sun doesn't really help us here, but this is supposed to be an older building. This is a newer one. So yeah, I think it's actually turning out pretty nicely. Let's get those new items right in there, and aha! So we did unlock the residential zone landmark. So that's pretty neat. That's a really cool, cool building here. So I guess let's read what it does. This modern landmark stands out in any residential zone, so it's just a really cool building, eh? Okay, well, let's see if we can get it. I mean, it fits perfectly right in there. It also would look really nice because this is a main thoroughway. This is Alberta Street. It's the Alberta. So let's place it down right in here and let's see how it looks. Yeah, I mean, that's a really unique feature. Okay, let's see what happens. Whoops, if we just rotate it though. So it is a perfect square, right? Yeah, because if we put it right here, let's turn off anarchy just to make sure that we're putting it exactly where we want it. Yeah, I'm sure there's like a... It almost seems like this is an area to drive into. But no, I like it the other way. But I guess we could also put it this way, right? So let's try the 3 angles out. Yeah, no, I think the first way was the best way. Okay, so it also has tourists. That's pretty cool. I guess when I visited the Netherlands, there was a residential block in Rotterdam that was like really famous. It was architecturally really neat. It was a bunch of cubes. And I guess in a way it's residential and that's tourism. So I guess it makes sense. Let's check up on everything then. This is really strange because like we have so many offices in this area. But maybe we need to do these ones first. So weekly tourists, okay, again, weekly tourists. Interesting. So we're not doing too good on the weekly sales and the weekly jobs apparently. But I think it's looking pretty good. All right, well, you know what? I think we'll have to end it here, folks. Looks like we really filled in the city. Holy cow. It's actually starting to come together. Kind of looking at it from this angle here, it's just like screaming at me like, hey, we got to build that mall right in here. And then we have this whole other zone to build up with the pedestrian area, maybe. And then this area I think is going to be the hospital. Why don't we actually just mark that out? Because it's right beside the transit. It's got some, it's right beside the highway, buses. Yeah, so that's good with me. I think we got kind of everything we really needed. The high school, I think maybe we could put out over here if we need to. But yeah, I mean, holy cow, folks, this looks really nice. I'm really pleased with these buildings. And then we have the main metro station for the pedestrian area as well. I think maybe we can get a bus kind of running through things. That would probably be helpful. So let's get a bus line here. Yeah, there's no buses, and we have Dedham Square Station as well. So why don't we run a bit of a circulator that runs from this one to this one, and just kind of does a bit of a loop to help people get through. You know, just to get people moving through the city a little bit better. Doesn't necessarily need to be anything at all. All right, well, you know, I think we'll have to end it here, folks. Let me know what you think. Let me know if there's any other tips or tricks that you found. I'm definitely gonna, you know, watch some videos on how this works for the next one and see if I can get some inspiration for how we're going to continue it out into this area. I will do the hospital another day, and then maybe right down into the downtown core as well, and this zone would be really cool. But it feels to me like what it's trying to get you to do is build a whole dedicated zone, like a whole area like this. Maybe we could make a pedestrian area. And then something that I'm kind of feeling with the that the DLC is kind of showing is that it should be smaller areas like this. Seems to be a bit more realistic for this theme of city, just like a block that's since been kind of repurposed, or an old road that's since been redone into a pedestrian area. This is kind of what I think the approach would be, thinking like Yorkdale and Toronto kind of thing. So yeah, I think the next series I'll definitely be able to plan out a larger area for this. So yeah, hope this gave you some inspiration on how to approach this, and let me know down in the comments anything else. So yeah, have a good one, folks. We'll talk to you soon. Peace out.